Hey guys, welcome back to the Blitz. All right, I got another great jersey for you today. All right, I have to tell you just a word of caution. You know, I don't like to say bad words on my show or anything, but today I have to say the F word. So, parents, put your hands over your kids' ears because today I am reviewing Tim Tebow, and he played for the Florida Gators. I'm sorry, I had to say it. It is a bad word in this house, just like roll tide. Either one of them will get you kicked away from the dinner table. But at any rate, I am reviewing this. This is a Reebok edition of Tim Tebow. He actually was born in the Philippines. He was not supposed to make it. They thought he was going to be stillborn, and they couldn't have an abortion. It was completely illegal in the Philippines at the time, and his parents were big time Christians, so it just wasn't an option. So they ended up having Tim in the Philippines. When he was 3 years old, he moved to Jacksonville. He actually was a tight end in high school. He played for a team in Jacksonville. And then he was heavily recruited by quite a few colleges, including the University of Alabama. I believe it was Mike Shula was the coach at that time. He really wanted Tim Tebow to come to the Alabama Crimson Tide. But Tim Tebow decided he wanted to play for the University of Florida and Urban Meyer. And he had a great career in 2006. He was a main backup for the team. He actually came in, got a lot of playing time as a freshman in 2006, and they won the national championship. The next year, he won the Heisman. And in 2009, he led the Gators. Still hard to say that word. He led the Gators to a second championship during his career there. So by the end of his college career, he owned the SEC records for the passing efficiencies, completion percentage, the passing touchdowns to interception ratios, the rushing yards by a quarterback, rushing touchdowns by any position, and total touchdowns responsible. He had 147 touchdowns in college. So he actually ended up going in the first round to the Denver Broncos. And he didn't get a lot of playing time at first, but then when he did come in, he led them to the playoffs. Tim Tebow was very exciting to watch. He's a winner. He wins games. In the fourth quarter, if I had to have any quarterback in there to win the game, there's a few others I know that you've been there, but I would love to have Tim Tebow because he found a way to win games. His completion percentage in the fourth quarter of any ball game is just amazing. Fourth quarter, he turned it on. If he would have done it the other three quarters, he probably wouldn't have been in that position to have to come from behind a lot. But Tim Tebow was very fun to watch. This young man was only in the NFL for 3 years, and it was amazing. His journey was very rough. I thought he was doing really good in Denver, but then Peyton Manning came along, and they were like, "See you, Tebow. We need Peyton Manning." And Peyton Manning went on to win the Super Bowl, of course, that year. He had a little stint with the Jets. He retired from football. He went into baseball. He tried to play for the New York Mets. He was a pretty good baseball player, but it just didn't work. His career just didn't work out for him in baseball. So he came back to football. He signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars. He made it through the first preseason game and got cut. He was actually playing tight end for Jacksonville Jaguars. I am not a professional recruiter in any form or fashion. I love football. Um, if I was the Jacksonville Jaguars, I would have taken Tim Tebow in the draft. It's a short drive from Gainesville to Jacksonville. They already, back then, the Jacksonville Jaguars were lucky to get 15 to 20,000 people in the stadium. They even built a swimming pool in the stadium, in the stands, just as a gimmick, just to try to get people to come to the games, because they just could not get the talent. They could not overcome that hump. They came in, I believe, the same year as Carolina. I believe both of those came in the same time. Carolina kind of took off, and the Jacksonville Jaguars just never did. They've had some great players. They had Leonard Fournette. They had Brunell. They've had a lot of good players over time, and just couldn't get it done. So, but you should have taken Tim Tebow in the first round. You would have packed the stadium, just in Gator fans alone. I said Gator again, didn't I? Just in Gator fans alone, you would have packed the stadium, and everybody would have been there to watch Tim Tebow. But you didn't. You gave him a chance 3, 4 years down the line, and just didn't work out. Should have took him earlier. Hey, but what do I know? So today I wanted to review this beautiful, beautiful Denver Broncos number 15. It is stitched on. The Reebok was a little different because this part here is actually screen printed, but the numbers were stitched on. Absolutely beautiful. I do love this Denver Broncos jersey. It pops. You can see the back of it. Absolutely amazing. Gotta love the Tebow. So, and he's also responsible for millions of people around the world doing the Tebow, or Tebowing, as they called it. A lot of people probably don't even know what that is anymore. There was a lot of things college kids used to do back in the day, planking and Tebowing. Captain Morgan. A lot of people did that and took pictures. It was funny back in the day. So at any rate, this is the Reebok. This is the extra large. One thing I have found out about the older jerseys, they were bigger. They do not fit as form-fitting. I could wear a large in this very, very easily. This is the extra large. I'm 5'9", about 202, average build. The sleeves are a little long on it. You can see the sleeves. All this here is stitched in as well. And the sleeves were a little long back then. Jerseys were a little different back in the 2000s and the 90s. But they've gotten better over time. This is a very comfortable jersey. But yeah, it was a little bit different. You can see how the equipment patch is on the inside here. It's a little bit different, but I absolutely love it. I was looking for a Tebow jersey, and I wanted a stitched. I've got a Peyton Manning. I'm still looking for a stitched on his. Finding an authentic, vintage Peyton Manning jersey is a little difficult. Also, a Tebow. I could find the Jets. I didn't want the Jets. Didn't really want the Jaguars. He had a pretty good little short career with Denver and carried them to the playoffs. Little fact about Tim Tebow. He's the only quarterback that's ever been drafted by the Denver Broncos that won a postseason game. That's right. Elway was not drafted by the Broncos, and neither was Peyton Manning, of course. So they had very good careers there, but they did not get drafted by the Broncos. The Broncos did draft Bo Nix. Maybe. Maybe. I hope to look back at this video one day and say, I knew it. I told you Bo Nix was going to win the big one. But he's got a little ways to go. Hopefully he will. I do like Bo Nix. I like the Broncos. And I wish them well. I hope so. So what do you think about this Reebok edition? This is the 2X length or the XL length plus 2. So it's a little bit longer than a lot of jerseys. And if you see the back of it, you probably can't see it. The back of it is actually longer than the front. That's the way Reebok did it back in the day. The tail was a little bit longer than the front. And I think it adds a little class to it. Absolutely beautiful jersey. But tell me what you guys think about it. What do you think about Tim Tebow? I know he had a lot of issues with being a devout Christian. I have zero problems with that. I am a Christian myself, and I had no issues with that whatsoever. Him wearing the 316, I had no issues with Tim Tebow and his faith. So let me know what you think about this Tim Tebow. Do you like it? I absolutely love this jersey. This may be actually one of my favorites. I do wish the sleeves were a little more cut, but you know, it is authentic. This is the original. So let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think about Tim Tebow? What do you think about this jersey? And make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, take care.